Okay. So, I've been feeling like super anxious and my ADD was really bad yesterday. But I also didn't go running yesterday, where I have gone every day this week except for yesterday. But I remembered, like, okay, so my Google Photos popped up this memory 2 days ago, and it was my ex-boyfriend Josh sitting on the ground outside of my house. And that was, I think that was the second time we broke up. That's what that picture was from. That day I found out, no, that was the first time we broke up. Yes, that was the first time we broke up. So that day we had been together 8-9 months. He had lied to me about something, and I gave him a chance to tell me the truth, and he lied to me again. I have a lot of trauma around lying. My marriage, the whole time, I knew that there was something that my ex-husband was lying to me about. Like, I just knew it in my gut. My hair is gonna bother me. I just knew it, and I would confront him over and over, and he would insist that he wasn't lying, and he would gaslight me. He told me that maybe I was going crazy because I told him, like, if you're so certain you're not lying, like, then why do I feel like this? It was literally breaking my emotional and mental well-being. And I was married. I was in that situation for 8 years before I finally found out the truth, maybe longer. Anyway, so he knew that lying was like a really big deal to me, and he lied. And I kicked him out of the house. And I remember we were going down the stairs, and he ran at me while I was on the stairs, and I fell down like 3 or 4 of the stairs. I slid down as he had his arms around me, and I was screaming and telling him to let go of me. But he says he was just trying to hug me. I don't know. I had like rug burn on my arm from falling down the stairs. I kicked him out of the house. And he went around rattling all the doors, trying to get in. I locked all the doors. He was going around to this patio back door, banging on it. It was so scary. And he eventually just sat down in front of the door, so I couldn't even leave the house. I couldn't get to my car. And I took the picture to send to my friends to tell them what was going on. We did get back together, and then we broke up again. And then we got back together again. And then I finally broke up with him just after my birthday. But funny enough, I was making this playlist for like this 30-day song challenge. And one of them was a song that breaks your heart. And, you know, it's not my ex-husband. It's not, I don't know, this breaks my heart. I really thought he was everything to me. He was everything. I would worship the ground he walked on. I was so in love with him. I thought he was like the hottest guy ever. Everything was amazing. He treated me amazing when everything was good. He was so nice. He understood all of my insecurities. He was so reassuring. He was just perfect for me. We got along with our music. We went to concerts together. He did things like leave me notes on my car and down the stairs, and he thought of me when I was having a bad day, and he understood when I was down on myself and just for not being where I wanted to be in my career with parenting. He helped me with the house. He was just, everything was so perfect, and I wanted it so bad. I wanted it so bad. And he lied to me. He lied to me over and over. He didn't even cheat on me. He just lied to me. But I can't be with someone who lies to me. And he got so jealous all the time. There were a lot of insecurities. He could have been everything. I would gladly have spent my whole life with him. But he would get angry, he would scream at me, yell at me, accuse me of the weirdest stuff. It got really hard. So this was a song that he would give me, and it just brought up a lot of feelings. And I think that, I went through a lot of processing that relationship. I don't think it's ever been this hard for me to get over an ex before. I think he's the reason why I'm so scared to be in a relationship again, because I was ready to just give everything to him. And even coming from the relationship with my ex and all of the support groups and all of the therapy and all of the books that I read to empower myself and set boundaries and make sure I wouldn't get in like bad situations again. And I was literally willing to rearrange my life for this man who was emotionally abusive. And I would have done it so happily. There was nothing I wanted in the world more than to be with him. Because it wasn't like being with my ex-husband, and this was the first experience where it clicked, because they talk about the abuse cycle. They talk about how, they're like really loving and the love bombing and the doting, and then, the abuse happens, and then, they go back to but my ex-husband wasn't like that. My ex-husband just has some severe personality issues, disorders, that he doesn't feel empathy. He doesn't act out of anger. Everything is about control. Everything is about, it's just there was no love bombing with my ex-husband. I'll just say that. It was just bad all the time, or it was safe, or it was neutral. And even then, it was, are things going to get bad soon? It wasn't ever like, there was no up and down. It was all like a level of tension but survival, and then really bad, and then back up to the level of survival. With Josh, I mean, some of my best memories are with him. Things that I just really, really in love with him. And he was really good at the good stuff. So good at it. So good at it that I just wanted to pretend like the other stuff wasn't there. He told me once that I would never find somebody that loved me the way that he loved me again. And it's probably true. I'm starting to wonder if you could feel that deeply about somebody and have it be healthy. Like, his world revolved around me. I was everything. To him, I was the most beautiful person in the world. To him, I was, like, obviously he saw my flaws. He saw my faults. I did things that bothered the fuck out of him. But, like, it just was, I was it for him. And he was everything for me. And I don't know, maybe that makes people too desperate. Maybe it's too scary when anything could come into that circle. I don't know. Maybe nobody should feel that way about me. I don't know. It's kind of scary because there's like a deep insecurity in me that feels like I need somebody to feel that way about me. But maybe that's what the toxic is. I don't know if there's a pure, wholesome version of love that doesn't include desperation and possession and I don't know. And that's what scares me about being in a relationship again. Either that I'll feel that way about a person and they won't, or they'll feel that way about me and I'll feel stifled. God, I was so in love with him. And this song breaks my heart because I think about how I wanted to let him be everything and he wanted to be everything. That was the thing. What didn't work between us, it wasn't. He was trying really hard. He went to therapy with me. It just, the emotional maturity wasn't there. And whenever we argued, I could just tell nothing was going to change. And walking away from that was so hard because everything else could have been so perfect. I wanted everything else so bad. And I had to walk away from that relationship. And it was so hard. My kids, like Thomas, cried when I told him that we broke up. He cried. He, we were together almost 2 years. We were like a unit, It breaks my heart because neither of us gave up on each other in the sense that we didn't want the relationship to work. We both were still completely in love with each other. We both wanted so badly to be with each other. But I recognized I couldn't do that again. So that breaks my heart because I loved him so much. I loved him so fucking much. I don't think I'm ever gonna feel that way about a person again. That scares me a little because I would like to. I just loved him. I loved the fuck out of him. From the moment it was definitely had my heart broken.